Meghan Markle, y'all, is desperate. She is desperately holding on to her sinking ship of a lifestyle brand as ever. With embarrassing new pop-up shops, social media ads, and phoned-in favors from a few old pals. Yet nothing, it seems, will save Meghan Markle's as-ever brand from sinking, much like the Titanic from the iceberg. In today's video, we're going to discuss Meghan Markle's embarrassing as-ever holiday sales flop, and is her With Love Meghan holiday special already dead on arrival? You guys, we have a lot of juicy royal daily tea to get through today, so you know what to do. Sit back and relax, go grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the royal daily tea. So we are officially entering into the holiday craze, the holiday season. We're all starting to think about our loved ones, our friends, maybe ourselves, what we would like to give our friends and our family members for Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, etc. Now, everyone is offering huge savings right now. It usually starts the day after Thanksgiving for Black Friday sales, and Meghan Markle is no exception. She has been offering a huge 20% off her entire website since a week before Thanksgiving. Now, let's be honest here. Meghan hasn't had a great holiday season. She has not sold out of anything in her holiday shop, even though some of her Hollywood friends have been pushing her brand. We even know that Meghan hasn't really had any sellouts over her last two iterations of her wine drops. Meghan, I would say, is a little stale, a little crusty, and people just are no longer buying her as ever products. So Meghan, y'all, is pulling out the big guns, calling in some favors from some old pals. So, of course, we know Meghan Markle has her very first pop-up shop appearance in the Godmother's bookstore, which is co-owned by her new billionaire bestie, Victoria Jackson, who might be bankrolling her lifestyle, giving her the brownstone where she gave her interview to Harper's Bazaar, letting her hop on her private jet, mooch off of her house, and now, of course, Meghan has a pop-up shop in her bookstore, because why wouldn't you, right? So Meghan and her partners at the Godmother bookstore decided to make this genius marketing move where you're going to get a leather bookmark when you buy a case of honey, because honey and leather bookmarks go hand in hand. Again, this is a stretch. I don't know why they would decide to couple this together, but nonetheless, here we go. So Meghan takes to Instagram where she starts showcasing this brand new product that you can get exclusively at the bookstore. So here you have this nice little picture of a book that's opened up showing an illustration of a horse. You've got some tea, and of course you got the brand new leather bookmark, right? This all makes perfect sense. But upon further inspection, people started to put two and two together because, again, Meghan just can't help herself. The green-eyed monster is always rearing its ugly head. So when people looked closer, they realized something, that the book was from a best-selling author by the name of Charlie Mackesy. Now, the book in question was called The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. Now, why would that be odd that Meghan would choose that book on top of any book she could have selected from an entire bookstore? Well, I'll tell you why. Because Catherine, the Princess of Wales, had used the very same author when she promoted her Christmas Carol service last year. That's right, it was a bespoke illustration from Mackesy himself that gave it to Catherine to use as the invitation to highlight her 2024 Christmas Carol service. Now, is it a coinky-dink? Oh, I wouldn't say it is, because we're talking about Meghan Markle. So again, Why, oh, why would she use the exact author to promote her Christmas products that Catherine used the year before to have a bespoke illustration of an invitation for her Christmas program while Meghan is promoting her Christmas products? Again, it's a coinky dink, isn't it? Said nobody ever. Again, the green eyed monster with Meghan runs deep. She never can stop herself from trying to get a dig or compete with Catherine. It's getting to the point where it's like, girlfriend, maybe you need to call Better Up and get yourself some help. I think Meghan needs some therapy. The single white female is starting to come out more and more, guys, and it's so obvious. But you guys, Meghan is expanding. That's right. Meghan is now in her second pop-up shop. Meghan, y'all, has returned to her roots and has a brand new location at Soho House. So Meghan takes to Instagram where she's bragging. She's bragging she has a second pop-up shop, y'all. She's growing, and she's now available at a local Soho House in Los Angeles because Meghan Markle loves a full circle moment. But for Meghan, this is kind of embarrassing, girl. You're back at Soho House. Is this really what you want to advertise? Really? So the embarrassing thing about Meghan is that she's happy to be in another pop-up shop. And look, I'm not knocking a pop-up shop. Buckingham Palace has a brand new Christmas pop-up shop, and we'll get to that one in a moment. But the fact that Meghan Markle is a famous duchess, a royal duchess, and she can't get into a Nordstrom's, a Macy's, a Harrods, even a Netflix house store. But she's over here at Soho House where she used to be a yacht girl. Now she's got a pop-up shop of her as ever products. And she's happy. She's proud. She's bragging over there on the gram. To me, this is such an embarrassing fall from grace. Now, Meghan takes to her Instagram and she says, talk about a full circle moment in my old stomping ground of West Hollywood with a brand, family, and friends that have been a part of my life for so long, and also a part of my love story with H. He loves me so much. Since our very first date was at a Soho House restaurant. Again, why do you keep connecting yourself with Soho House? It's so embarrassing. So she said she's so excited to introduce her as ever is going to be in a pop-up shop over here in West Hollywood. She says if you find yourself in LA, come visit our as ever pop-up at a Soho home on Melrose Place. Open to everyone, full collection available, and yummy Cafe just across the street. Sounds like a good day to me. Now, again, in the video, she's all excited. She's decorating the pop-up shop. You know, again, good for her. She's happy. But this is kind of embarrassing for a royal duchess who's married to Princess Diana's son, fifth in line to the throne, that you're at Soho House and a bookstore. That's it. And your website. This is embarrassing. Like, you can't even get into Harrods. You can't even get into Netflix. Now, why in the world is Netflix not carrying her brand on their website or in their two Netflix houses? This is bizarre. This is very, very bizarre because they've partnered with Meghan Markle. So again, why in the world are they not carrying her product? Instead, she's forced to go to her old stomping ground of Soho House, which is very embarrassing, and a bookstore where she's giving people 2 jars of honey and a bookmark. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing for Meghan. I have secondhand embarrassment for Meghan, but it gets worse. Yes, let's continue. So besides the fact that Netflix, her very silent partner, I mean, they're so silent, y'all, they've left the building and closed the door. You know what I mean? They're not exactly answering the phone. She's now doing these huge amounts of social media ads. It's all over the place. It's on Facebook, it's on Instagram, it's on Twitter, and some people even saw it on Pinterest. Now, again, nothing wrong with that because a lot of companies do that. But it's the fact that Netflix, y'all, has left the building. They have left her completely 100% on her own to get this thing off the track. That tells me something. It tells me they're done. but that's just my opinion. Now we know she called Oprah because Oprah put on her favorite things. She's got a couple of write-ups in Elle and a couple of other magazines, but her products are not moving. And the ones that are moving, there's been some complaints with honey dripping out the jar, wickless candles. Hopefully the shipping is better. But again, I don't think it's moving. There was a report someone did on the traffic on her website has been really, really low. So in my personal opinion, I don't think her holiday sales are moving in the way that she had anticipated. And Netflix, y'all, they've left the building. They do not care. Now, an interesting story that came about from Neil Sean, and I do find this absolutely delicious. Now, Buckingham Palace has a brand new pop-up Christmas shop that they are advertising on their Instagram and on their website. So they are getting into the holiday season. But the interesting thing, according to Neil Sean, is that Meghan Markle's team reached out to none other than Buckingham Palace, and they thought, hey guys, why don't y'all carry some of Meghan Markle's as ever products? I mean, it makes sense. She's married to Harry. She's a duchess. You have a Christmas shop. Why don't we ship over some boxes of our jam and honey to you? Well, according to Neil Sean, they didn't get back to her. Okay. It didn't answer her call. So I would say the answer is no, Meghan, that they don't want your product over there. But again, her team isn't taking no for an answer. Now, again, according to Neil Sean, he said there was people talking about going over to the new Buckingham Palace pop-up shop with like a coffee cup that says Buckingham Palace and placing it next to their as ever product and posting it on Instagram to kind of make it look like as ever was available in the Buckingham Palace pop-up shop. They even thought that fans would go there and leave jars of as ever all over the shop and then go and request it at the counter. So that way the people at Buckingham Palace would be like, oh my God, it's in high demand. We need to go ahead and have the product shipped here pronto. You know how the Sussex squad does. They play dirty. They play games. They think that we're all a special kind of stupid, that they're going to take these fake photographs, right, of the Buckingham Palace coffee cup with an as ever product sitting next to it and convince people that it's actually available at the Buckingham Palace pop-up shop. And they would go to the counter and request, hey, where's the wickless candles? Where is her apricot spread that I saw advertised on someone's Instagram? No one is going to fall for this gimmick. It's ridiculous. It's childish. But again, these are the people that Meghan Markle hires. These are the genius ideas that they're giving out to the Sussex squad, allegedly. But it's not going to work. It's pretty embarrassing when your team reaches out to your father-in-law's shop and they don't return your phone call. They don't want your product in their store. So instead, you're schlumping it over there at Soho House and at a bookstore. Again, Harrods, Macy's, even your partner Netflix doesn't want to carry your product, and King Charles certainly is not going to offer you a place in any of his castle, bookshops, which again, it's pretty embarrassing how low and how far Meghan Markle has fallen. Now there's talk that the Netflix executives are done. They're not even really hiding it anymore. Everyone knows that Meghan's holiday show is coming out this week. Of course, it's coming out, I believe, 2 days before Catherine, the Princess of Wales holiday special, starts taping. And again, that's no coinkydink. She moved her original date from November to December. Again, shocking nobody. Shocking nobody, because this woman is the type of person who would tell her fans to go put her jar and her honeys inside of the Buckingham Palace shop and then tell them to go and stock it. This is the same woman who plays games with the media constantly. So rumor has it that Netflix has again written off. They're done with Meghan and Harry. They have that documentary about the orphanage coming out. This is the final product. The final project is this Christmas special is a sign off. They're done. They are officially done with the Sussexes. But again, they're trying to play nice. Again, they're trying to play nice and trying to save face. But at the end of the day, everyone knows it's over, right? And so this is the swan song of Meghan Markle. It is at the point where they don't even bother with advertising. That is why they're not stocking her product in their store, because I don't believe they're going to be a partner with her in 2026. Yeah, I think the checks have dried up, y'all. It's been lost in the mail. This is why Meghan is sniffing around at Victoria Jackson's back door. And I believe she's going to dump the spreads. She's going to dump the wickless candles, the honey, the wine, and she's going to go into the beauty arena with her pal, Victoria Jackson. I do believe she will come out with a makeup line, perhaps some beige clothing in the future. But again, Meghan never sticks to one thing long enough. And the fact that Netflix has pretty much dumped her and said, we're done after this year, she's not going to have any money to keep investing in products that aren't selling. They're not selling. I mean, maybe another Soho House pop-up shop, maybe another bookstore, but again, at the end of the day, the fact you can't get into a major retailer, it's a pretty telling story. We're all seeing it firsthand. She's hitting the iceberg. So, in my personal opinion, her cooking show that's coming out this week is dead on arrival. Netflix is not doing any heavy lifting. They are not advertising. They're not carrying her products on the website or in their store. And Meghan is forced to do all of the heavy lifting by herself. So I don't know what we did to deserve this Christmas miracle, a Christmas gift come early via Kim Kardashian. We'll call it karma served fresh. Kim Kardashian may or may not have served up a dig at one Meghan Markle. In my opinion, she markled Meghan Markle on her big day. Now, if you remember, just a couple of weeks ago, Harry and Meghan attended a huge 70th birthday bash for Kim Kardashian's mother, Kris Jenner, and there was the whole photo gate fiasco, pretty much making a fool out of the Kardashians. And you just don't make a fool out of the queens of influencer town, okay? So I believe this is karma wrapped up in a beautiful red Christmas bow. And you're going to say, Michelle, what are you talking about? Oh, let me share with you the beautiful deliciousness of Kim Kardashian coming in to steal Meghan Markle's thunder on her big debut of her holiday special. I know there's one, Catherine, the Princess of Wales, who might be tuning in to this special occasion. So Kim Kardashian, who has like 354 million followers on Instagram and over 10 million on TikTok. Again, Meghan's little 4.2 million followers on Instagram is nothing to one Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian has decided that she's going to host a TikTok live on her channel on December 3rd. Remember, she has 354 million followers on Instagram. That's a lot of people. So she releases this really cute cartoon advertisement on her Instagram. You can go ahead and watch it here. So she has this really adorable cartoon talking about the special date coming up in December, and she's calling it Kim Miss. Kim Miss, like Christmas, but Kim Miss. It's a special live on her TikTok channel on December 3rd. Now, I do find this delicious and hilarious and a little bit of a burn. Did Kim get her revenge for Meghan? You know, the way she treated her mother, the fiasco that she caused, the embarrassment, taking away the attention from her mother's big day. So Kim's Miss is going to go on the exact same day that Meghan Markle's cooking show drops on Netflix. I'm loving this. Kim is Santa Claus. I think we all owe Kim a big round of applause. Thank you very much. Kim Kardashian has 354 million followers on Instagram and 10.5 million on TikTok. She has a huge audience. So I'm very curious to see how many people are tuning in to Meghan Markle's release of her holiday special versus the live for Kim Kardashian. So I got to say thank you, Kim Kardashian, for one-ing up Meghan Markle, giving her a little bit of a taste of her own medicine. See how she likes it when someone else tries to steal her thunder. But what do y'all think? Do you think Meghan Markle's show is DOA, dead on arrival? And do you believe that Netflix is 100% done with Meghan and Harry, and that as ever might be a thing of the past coming up in 2026? Leave me your comments, guys, down below. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.